Hey guys, so today we are looking at the upcoming 2022 Dodge Challenger models. As time passes, we have another model year of this vehicle, so as we do every year for many of the Mopar cars, we're going to go over the lineup and see all the features and also check out what has changed for this year. So we'll be looking at things like trim levels, engines and transmissions, colors, standard features, and changes from 2021. First introduced as a 2008 model, here we are 13 years later and the Challenger is still going strong. You'll find the video outline on screen, and let's get right into it. The Dodge Challenger was never meant to be a volume seller, but sales are actually improving as the years go on, as the Challenger has constantly been receiving upgrades and improvements from Dodge, both visually and performance-wise. Dodge went all out with the Hellcat models in 2015, and it seems to have paid off, as the Challenger has sold over 60,000 units annually ever since, with the exception of the 2020 pandemic year. And they didn't stop there, continually keeping things exciting by adding new models and trim levels like the 2018 limited edition Demon, or something as simple as the $6,000 widebody package. Then came the Red Eye, and now we have the Super Stock. They also add what people want from the factory, like offering a wide variety of graphics and stripes, for example. As I talked about with the Charger, Dodge is in another golden muscle car age right now, able to make 700 to 800 horsepower gas guzzlers. Once the next generation rolls around and they are forced to focus on electrification for emissions purposes, things probably won't quite look the same. But for now, we can enjoy these fantastic beasts just as they are. So the first thing to look at is the lineup, and for 2022 there's 7 different models: SXT, GT, RT, Scat Pack, SRT Hellcat, SRT Hellcat Red Eye, and SRT Super Stock. There are also many different variations that come within the RT and Scat Pack trim levels, like the available 1320, TA, and Shaker stripe and graphics packages, which we'll cover a bit later. As you probably know by now, the all-wheel drive can only be had with the SXT and GT, which are V6 only models, and we have never seen a Hemi offered to the public with the all-wheel drive system in a Challenger. While the Charger did have that available, but it was last seen on the 2014 Charger RT all-wheel drive. This all-wheel drive system has an active transfer case and front axle disconnect system. The all-wheel drive models do lose about 3 miles per gallon on the highway when compared to rear-wheel drive. Also, we can't forget about the wide body, which is a $6,000 option to add to your Scat Pack, Hellcat, or Hellcat Red Eye, and it does come standard on the Super Stock. That also means that unlike the Charger, which transitioned to selling wide body Hellcats only, you can still opt for a regular body Hellcat with the Challenger. The wide body adds 3.5-inch wider fender flares that are integrated into the front and rear fascias, a mail slot grille, side sills, 20 by 11-inch wheels with 305/35 ZR20 Pirelli P0 performance tires, and that's all paired with a Bilstein 3-mode adaptive damping competition suspension, electric power steering, and SRT drive modes. The Scat Pack wide body specifically gets Brembo 6-piston brakes as an upgrade and a performance shift indicator. Now we'll spend a lot of time on powertrain, obviously one of the most important aspects of this vehicle. First and foremost, the TorqueFlite 8-speed automatic is standard on most of the models, including the SXT, GT, all-wheel drive versions of those, Hellcat Red Eye, and SRT Super Stock. The last two get the heavy-duty version, the 8HP90 standard. There is a 6-speed Tremec manual transmission that is standard on the RT Scat Pack, and SRT Hellcats, and the automatic, if you want that, will cost you $1,595 on the RT or Scat Pack, and $3,000 extra for the Hellcat. And note that the Red Eye and Super Stock only come with the automatic. As for the engines, the SXT starts us off with the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6. For the Challengers, these have slightly more output than the Chargers, with 303 horsepower and 268 pound-feet of torque. The SXT all-wheel drive, GT, and GT all-wheel drive models also get this engine. 0 to 60 happens in 6.3 seconds, and the quarter mile in about 14.7 seconds. The next step up would be the RT with the iconic 5.7-liter Hemi V8 with 375 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. Again, that's 5 more horsepower and 15 more pound-feet of torque than the same engine in the Charger RT. That means 0 to 60 in around 5.1 seconds and the quarter mile in 13.6 seconds. Moving up to the Scat Pack, whether it's a wide body or not, you'll get the 6.4-liter Hemi V8 with 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. The Scat shaves off more time, rated at a 4.2 second 0 to 60 and 12.5 second quarter mile. The Hellcats come next, and ever since 2019 there have been 2 variations for the Challenger. The regular SRT Hellcat is up to 717 horsepower and 656 pound-feet of torque, but the SRT Hellcat Red-Eye builds on that using a high-output version of the 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8 engine. That means a huge increase up to 797 horsepower and 707 pound-feet of torque, along with the heavy-duty 8 HP 90 8-speed automatic and an upgraded torque converter. There are varying reported times for these Hellcats depending on red-eye or wide-body, but generally 0 to 60 happens in between 3.4 to 3.7 seconds, and the quarter mile in 10.9 to 11.7 seconds. In 2020, Dodge went one step further here by releasing the SRT Super Stock, the world's quickest and most powerful muscle car. It's got the same supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi as the Red-Eye, but a revised calibration increases the shift point from 6,300 to 6,400 RPM, which results in 10 more horsepower, 807, along with 707 pound-feet of torque. We'll talk more about the Super Stock later in the video, but it can do 0 to 60 in 3.25 seconds, with a quarter mile of just 10.5 seconds at 131 miles per hour. Now we'll check out the standard colors inside and out. The available seat colors are black, black caramel, ruby red, sepia, or demonic red. As for the exterior, most of the 14 colors from 2021 return, just like the Charger. In fact, both of the cars have identical paint offerings. The one exception here would be the gold rush color, which has been removed for both the Charger and Challenger. The others are alive and well though, including some nice high impact colors like F8 green, frostbite, go mango, hell raisin, cinnamon stick, and tour red. Now, what's new for 2022? Well, there isn't too much honestly, but there are a few things at least to discuss. First, just announced a few days ago, Dodge is adding a few Halloween-inspired packages to both the Charger and Challenger. Those would be the Hemi Orange and SRT Black packages. Note we have seen the SRT Black package on the Durango 392 already. As the Dodge CEO Tim Kuniskis said, quote, "The Hemi Orange and SRT Black packages offer two distinctive appearance options for the 2022 Dodge Charger and Challenger. Performance vehicle owners are unique, and these two packages offer our customers the chance to stand out even more on the street." End quote. So, as for the Hemi Orange, it's available on the GT rear-wheel drive and Scat Pack wide body only. Kind of strange, it's just those two. And it is a unique orange and black themed appearance change. The exterior features an off-center gunmetal stripe with an orange tracer accent, and there's also orange and midnight gray metallic grille and fender badging. On the Scat Pack wide body, you'll get the orange 6-piston Brembo calipers and 20 by 11 inch warp speed carbon black wheels. And on the GT, you'll also get orange calipers, 4 pistons, with 20 by 9 inch medium gloss black wheels. Inside the cockpit, you get orange stitching pretty much everywhere you can look, like the instrument panel, doors, armrest, console lid, shifter, and steering wheel. The seats also have the orange accents with stitching and a Dodge logo in the seat back. The Scat Pack gets an orange and black 392 instrument panel badge, and other blacked out pieces include the steering wheel bezel, shifter body, cup holder, and vent rings. The Hemi Orange package will be available within the next few months of 2021 and will cost you $2,995 for the GT rear-wheel drive, which does include the performance handling package with the Brembo 4-piston calipers and 20 by 9 inch wheels, and it's just $1,500 for the Scat Pack wide body. As for that SRT Black package, as the name suggests, it's only found on the SRT Hellcat and SRT Hellcat Red-Eye models, and it blacks out the badges and accents. So on the Challenger, the grille, fender, and spoiler badges are black, and there's black nickel exhaust tips as well. This package is cheaper, $695. Another change has to do with the alarm system, as Dodge is beefing up security because these Mopars are some of the most stolen vehicles out there. If you've seen my 2022 Dodge Charger lineup video, we've already covered this, so you can skip ahead, but the Michigan State Police had to issue a special intelligence bulletin on this matter. So now a deluxe security alarm is standard on the Scat Pack, SRT Hellcat, and SRT Hellcat Red-Eye, along with the Super Stock, and it's included with the driver convenience group on the SXT, SXT all-wheel drive, GT, GT all-wheel drive, and RT models. With these alarms, the company has created a 3-tier theft mode feature. First, there's an enhanced security valet, limiting the engine to idle speed, where only 2.8 horsepower and 22 pound-feet of torque is usable, making it tough to get away very fast at all. The second feature is called Key Programming Lockdown, coming in early 2022. The final measure is intrusion mode, which activates the vehicle's alarm system if there's any broken glass or movement inside the vehicle, and that can be deactivated through the Uconnect system, of course, if needed. Now it's time to go over some standard features and cool packages that are found on the various Challengers. What used to be reserved for the performance models now is standard on the GT and RT, and that would be the performance look with the performance hood, with a functional hood scoop and SRT front splitter. The SXT is the only trim now that doesn't share this look. Each Hemi V8 Challenger also features the electronically controlled active exhaust system, with 2.75-inch piping to deliver that signature Dodge muscle car sound. The RT Scat Pack 1320 is a relatively new offering in recent years, turning the Scat Pack into a more drag-oriented beast for $3,995. It's appropriately named for the quarter-mile distance, which is 1320 feet, of course. Some of the drag-specific components here are straight from the Demon, with features like trans brake, torque reserve, Nexen drag spec 275/40R20 street legal drag radial tires, SRT Tune 3-mode adaptive damping suspension, a drag mode, a driver's seat only standard configuration, performance tuned asymmetrical limited slip differential with a 3.09 final drive ratio, extreme duty 41 spline rear axle half shafts, line lock, launch assist, and Brembo high performance brakes. So Dodge advertises a quarter mile of 11.7 seconds at 115 miles per hour, and that makes the 1320 the fastest naturally aspirated street legal muscle car, production that is, on the market. And off you go. The TA package is another that throws it back old school, paying tribute to the 1970 TA. This has been available since 2017 and comes with visual and performance enhancements inside and out on the RT and Scat Packs, also at a cost of $3,995. TAs come with a painted satin black hood, satin black wrapped roof and deck lid, 20-inch wheels, satin black spoiler with a TA decal, Mopar cold air intake system, air catcher headlamps, and white face gauges inside with gloss black cluster trim rings. You can also get the TA widebody if you have a 392 base vehicle. Yet another package would be the Shaker, available on the RT and Scat Packs as well, for $2,595. This includes the legendary cold air grabbing Mopar Shaker hood, a Shaker underhood decal, Challenger script grille badge, black rear spoiler, black fuel door, black grille surround, Shaker instrument panel badge, and gloss black instrument panel cluster trim rings. Again, you can add the wide body package to a Shaker vehicle as long as it's Scat Pack based. There's also a massive amount of visual customization options from the factory for most models. I won't go too in depth, but there are 5 different dual stripes, RT classic side stripes, Scat Pack bumblebee stripes, shakedown graphics, painted satin options, and more. Apart from those, there is a rear seat delete group for the Hellcat, Red Eye, and Super Stock if you're very performance focused and don't mind losing them. It's only $1, taking away the rear seats and belts and adding a rear cargo net instead. As for safety quickly, the Challenger also offers more than 70 available safety and security features like forward collision warning, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross path detection. We'll finish the video off with the SRT Super Stock standard features, as the best Challenger also comes with the best stuff. As we mentioned, it's got the most powerful production V8 engine, along with that TorqueFlite 8HP90 8-speed automatic. That means 807 horsepower, good for 0 to 60 in 3.25 seconds, the quarter mile in 10.5 seconds at 131 miles per hour, and a 168 mile per hour top speed, and that is tire limited as it comes with sticky 315/40 R18 Nitto NT05R drag radials, and those are the same tires that were found on the Demon as well. So everything here is drag focused. The wheels are lightweight 18 by 11 inches with a low gloss granite finish. The Brembos take a step down from 6 to 4 piston calipers with 14.2-inch vented rotors to save a bit of weight. Even the Bilstein adaptive damping suspension is tuned for drag racing, shifting as much weight as possible on the rear tires at launch for maximum traction. There is also a track mode within the SRT drive modes that activate a revised shock tuning for those drag radials. Many SRT race options are available, stuff that we've seen on other models here and there like the Demon or Red Eye, and those will include the line lock feature, launch control, power chiller, race cooldown, and torque reserve all standard. And finally, there's a performance-tuned limited slip differential with a 3.09 final drive ratio. So that's it, guys. What do you think of the 2022 Dodge Challenger? Let me know down in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for all your Mopar content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.